some almonds. You can throw in some fresh fruits and berries and vegetables and so on. So you can still eat on cleanse day. You are way better off doing your cleanse day, and if you need to, get a little bit of food in. But it's a day that we're staying away from meat, grains, and dairy. So we're giving our digestive system a little bit of a break. We're allowing our body to release fat cells, and you can do one cleanse day, or you can do what we call a deep cleanse, which is 2 back-to-back cleanse days. Those have incredible results. People release a lot of fat when they do the back-to-back cleanse day. You do what works for you, mentally and for your lifestyle and your schedule. So that's Cleanse for Life. Oh, there's my friend David. He's not too tough on the eye. So David's a personal trainer up in Canada, and same thing. Had his hands over his ears, not interested. So someone said, David, look, don't you at least want the best protein in your body? Wouldn't you at least be willing to give it a try? So this was that he's actually 50 now, but on his 49th birthday. And basically what it is, if you want to Google this, if you're a little bit of a science nerd like me, it's intermittent fasting. So, it goes all the way back to biblical times, where you give your body a break on 1 or 2 days, give yourself a chance to release some toxins and fats. It's good for brain health, and it's just good for your digestive system and your body. So that's David. Okay, so this is one of our new products. David looks like that. This is our Replenish. This is legal on Cleanse Day. These are awesome. So this is a drink that you would use during a spin class, during a workout. Just even if you sit at a desk all day and you just feel like, ugh, kind of hit that lull, I want a little energy, put some of this in your water bottle. It has 50% more electrolytes, and you're not getting any of the artificial colors or flavorings, sugars that you're getting in others. When I have people taste this, and we've got some here for you to taste, I go, how does that taste? And they'll be like, great. I said, does it taste like it's loaded with vitamins? And they'll go, no, not at all. I go, good, because it's loaded with vitamins. So you're getting all that good vitamins in, but it doesn't taste like a vitamin water might taste.
Can I just ask you, why is one packet filled 2 water bottles? It doesn't make sense to me.
You just do half. So I dilute it quite a bit more.
Oh, so you put it in like a big thing. I just wonder why they would package it that way. It's falling out all over.
You can kind of fold it and rubber band it if you need to. But they have it in a canister. So you just scoop a canister.
Okay, all right.
So you do that, But I just mix a big one.
Okay.
And then I just pour and go. We keep it in the refrigerator or
just big freezer.
Yeah, that's good. Iso-Delights. Has anyone had these yet? Iso-Delights?
I love that.
Good, yeah, Japanese, awesome. So we say friends don't let friends cleanse without Iso-Delights. So Iso-Delights are legal on Cleanse Day. And at first I was like, I remember calling Valerie, I'm like, aren't these going to make me crave sugar? I'm like, why would it? But what they do is they come in milk or dark chocolate. It's just a little square, so it's 1 serving size. It's not a lot of calories, but it takes the edge off because you're getting in some good cocoa. You're getting in magnesium. You're getting B vitamins in. It gives you that little energy boost, kind of takes that edge off if you just feel like you need a little something, and you're good to go. So we have some of those here for you to taste also. Okay, Isogenesis. This is our daily pack of vitamins for men and for women. So this gives you everything you need. Sometimes when I go and visit a client or they come to me and I'll say, bring me what you're taking. And there's like a chest of stuff that they have. And of this, I get this here and this here and this and they got all this stuff and all these bottles and they got a little pill thing. They make it simple. The quality is high and it's all in one spot. So you've got your Bs, your resveratrol, your omegas, your women's or men's multi. You choose which pack you want. But the one in there that is the most amazing that no one else has and that we won the Nobel Prize for is something called Isogenesis. And what it does is it strengthens your DNA. Talk about a youthful aging formula. To be able to strengthen your DNA, that's one of the markers for death. When they go, oh, he died of old age. Well, something has to happen. Your DNA unravels so much on the ends that it actually is a marker for death. This will strengthen the ends of your DNA. So as you can imagine, when you're conceived, that's when your DNA is the strongest, and then by the time you're born, it's already multiplied a lot and broken down, and through the toddler years and the puberty years and so on, after 35, that DNA starts getting weaker and unraveled, and this strengthens it. So we got together with one of the best anti-aging, youthful aging scientists in the world and formulated this. So I'm going to let Valerie switch back over, and we're talking about we're going to go Isobody and
Isobody Challenge.
Yeah.
I sat there and I watched them select Jill as the Isobody Challenge winner, and I sat there and said, you know what, this is crazy. I'm a trainer. I've been in this industry for how long? I need to have bunches of people up there. So I went back from that episode, and one came to mind. My nephew, who was 365 pounds, he lived in Hawaii, he was down on his luck, really not doing anything, and my sister-in-law mentioned he was getting very withdrawn. I said, all right, listen, you know, if you want to come out, I'll send you a one-way ticket. You can do this. And the first time I sent it to him was pretty funny. I sent him a text through Facebook, and I said, hey, big guy, want to lose some weight and make money? I was trying to be funny. He goes, hey, what, did you get hacked or something? I said, no, I'm totally serious. You got this. You could do it. My other sister went out there and visited and talked to him. He came over in November 2011, because then it was 2012 that he was entered into the IsaBody Challenge. I mapped out that we would definitely take 100 pounds off of him. I knew by way of what we had ahead of us. He came that first day, and I left the shake on the counter with a note, take this, meet me at the gym, and the rest is history. Every single week from that point, he decreased his body weight. He increased his muscle mass. He lost 150 pounds overall. He saved his life. It was amazing, the people in the gym watching his experience, seeing it before their very eyes. Never a day was he sick, never a day was he injured. He was full of energy. He worked out sometimes twice a day, really hammering it out. The only one time that he went to his in-law, my sister-in-law's, and they gave him pizza and pasta, he didn't gain, but he didn't lose that weekend. So a tremendous success. He was one out of 4,600 entries in the finalists, with 6 finalists that went on to, he won $2,000 and a cruise. He took me on the cruise, nice. I was lucky about that. The components of, okay, bars, akin to the Isoline shake, in a more portable format. You've got something that can be with you on the go if you don't have access to water. Some people also will say that they like to chew something. Here's something to chew. Again, low calorie, kids like it. You have the protein in there, but the only thing that's, it's minus the enzymes. I'm sorry?
You want me to do the research?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, this is some of the research. So there's a guy in New York, his name is Dr. Paul Alcileri. He has been a 30-year metabolism researcher, and he got some money. And he said, I've got a grant to do some research on weight loss. I keep hearing about your company. Can I do some research with your products? So Isagenix was like, absolutely, we will ship everything that you want. So they took 54 people, put them through a study, and half the group did a heart-healthy Mediterranean-style diet. The other half did a heart-healthy Mediterranean-style diet with Isagenix, because you're still eating real food with this. You're just adding the supplements in. So what they found, this is one of my favorites, there was 3 times more toxins released in the bodies of the people who use the Isagenix products versus just heart-healthy. So what happens is you can release a fat cell, but the toxins are staying unless you're using Isagenix, and then the toxins are being released from the fat cell into the bloodstream and out of the body. Another of the findings that really impressed me and the doctor was that this was a non-exercise group, both of them. The Isagenix group had a 9% increase in lean muscle mass. And he was like, how did that happen without exercise? In 30 years, I've never seen people be able to put on lean muscle and increase their metabolism without exercise. 9% increase, and it's because of the protein, the quality of the protein that we use. So, everything was better. You know, fat loss was better, muscle mass was better, metabolism was better, toxins released were better. So overall, everything was amazing. So Isagenix actually does wind up saving you money compared to eating food. So the shakes are somewhere around $3 a piece, and they're a certified meal replacement. We also have shakes that are certified for athletes. It's an NSF certification if anyone is drug tested. So you don't have to worry about that. But if you look at what you wind up spending on groceries and dining out and fast food and lower nutrition food, you do actually wind up saving money when you look at the cost per meal. And, Dr. Michael Colgan, for anyone who's been in fitness, you may know him. He wrote one of the very first nutrition books, Optimal Nutrition, the Optimal Nutrition Guide. And he was one of 4 doctors, do you know that book? that I know who came upon Isagenix and shut down their companies because when they saw the quality of the ingredients in it, they couldn't compete. One of them is a very good friend of mine in Florida. And when he saw I was connected to Isogenics, he said, "Oh, Cal, you know, you sold out. I can't believe you're doing that." I go, "Well, will you take a look at it?" And when he saw Michael Colvin was connected to it, Michael Colvin was a mentor of his. He interviewed him for 3 hours. And then I said, "Here, we're gonna get you on the phone with the founders of the company." 3 hours. So being an entrepreneur, he went back to his nutrition company, which is right here in New Jersey, Universal Nutrition, and said, "I want the same protein that Isogenics has." So they got back to him and they said, "First of all, we can't even get close. Second of all, we have to charge you 4 times what we're charging you now. You'd have to pass it on to your customers." He shut down his nutrition company and he's on our Isogenics team. So that's the quality of the doctors that we have. You want to talk E-shots?
I'll talk E-shot. I'm the queen of E-shot. And if I'm still standing here, there's nothing that's gonna harm you in any of this product line, because again, 6 years later. This came out, and that was the propulsion of the stunt that I told you about. Natural adaptogens are the secret to it. It's in the ionics, and that's what gives you quicker recovery. So hence the reason why I was able to get up the next morning and nothing, feeling like I did nothing. Took one of these when I was on the mountain in the middle of that Spartan race, wrote straight ahead, right down to the finish line. It's apple and pomegranate juice that sweetens it. It's yerba mate and green tea, which are also natural, naturally occurring caffeine, you know, not like coffee. It's less, it's like a cup of tea. And the adaptogens are the secret weapon. Israel Beckman is the scientist who devoted his entire life in Russia. I have some Russian friends that do kettlebell lifting, and when I showed them this, they said, "Oh, I take that, I take that." You go, "Oh, I can't even get that." Hence the reason why ability and staving off that fatigue factor is what happens with the E-shot. One shot will last for 4 hours. Don't even put it in the same sentence with 5-hour energy, but people like to say it. It doesn't just leave you empty. It has some valid evidence to longer lasting ability. I do also have a client who mentioned right away, I'm dozing off at the wheel when I'm driving home with my kids in the car in the afternoon. I'm afraid I'm danger to them. Can I take this? I said, absolutely. 3 o'clock, fine. She said she went home, slept like a baby. Same thing. It's not going to interrupt your sleep. It's only going to give you what's necessary to perk you up.
When do you take it though? Like, so if you're using it in conjunction with working out, would you take it right before your workout?
20 minutes is what I probably would, but it's also, it can be effective right before you go and do something.
Okay.
But I've taken it that quickly.
And if you tend to get jittery from caffeine, would you get jittery from
No,
this?
and I can't.
Oh.
I've run the gamut. I've been without caffeine for 8 years, but the day before I got on Isogenics, I was guzzling coffee like there was no tomorrow, because I was desperate. I was looking for what was going to get me out of the bed. And my guts were, I was on Tums, it was just a horror. No, I take that in the morning with the secret weapon is 2 Isodelites, an E-shot, and the Ionics. That's it. I mean, it's rocket fuel, but it doesn't make you all shaky and stupid. It makes you clear in the head. You can multitask and accomplish so much more and really feel good. You know, it'll perk you up.
Last weekend, 2 of the people on our team competed in American Ninja Warrior. Has anyone ever seen American Ninja Warrior? It's this unbelievable obstacle course that all kinds of different athletes do. So I drove to Houston to go support them, and it was 5 hours. And right before I got in the car, I had an E-shot, and 5 hours in the car, I was alert, I was not jittery, I did not nod at all. It was awesome. And I also cycle with the Texas Flyers, so when I first started using this, they were like, "Kelly, what's going on? You just like took out of the gate, like we start a little bit slow and then we kind of work out. You went up the hill, recovered, I mean, you didn't even need to recover, you just kept going. We just rode for 50 miles and you look like you can go another 50. And that was the only difference. So that's how those E-shots work.
You corner the market on recovery.
I have a question about that, and this is sort of a little off focus of what I
Okay.
think this product does, but having 2 college students, I just hear, and it's so scary, how these kids are like popping these ADD pills that don't even have ADD or ADHD, whatever it is, and just to get what you're almost describing. Is that something that
This is a real calm, natural. What adaptogen does is it adapts to your body. So if it senses stress in your body, it's going to calm you down. If it senses you're low and you have no energy and you need to drive 5 hours, it's going to perk you up. Those don't have adaptogens in them, so that's one of the differences. But yeah, I mean, you could abuse anything,